Daisy chains and sweet champagne, and 2 days alone with you. Not too far from the city by car, or maybe we can make a more romantic trip by train to the country. It's where I want to be with you for the week.
Good Monday morning. Always competing with those roosters. I hope you all are doing well. We are back here for what be part 4. 4, not 3.5. Shut up, rooster. The chorus. Anyway, it's Monday morning, and it's been an exciting weekend. We got a lot done. Good things happen. Not so good things happen. The battle is getting crazy out there, but we're staying focused on our creations here. And today we're gonna see if we can't get the deck on this thing, get this upper deck on here. So, well, yeah. Meow, meow. Turn around. She's right behind your butt.
Hi.
Meow.
Hi.
Meow. Meow. Come here. Why don't you inspect it? Why don't you inspect it? All right. So, walk around here, honey, and show them what we got. We got essentially the forms made out of some of the same blackjack oak. And come in here close, and you can see how I had a couple of these blocks stick out, and I got a gap here, so I got to kind of tape this off here. And some of it isn't too bad, but point is, yeah, that's the form work.
You moved it.
I just moved it. I put my hand on it. Shame on me. I'll have to.
Shame on you.
What do I do with that?
The level's over here.
It's right here.
Shame on you.
Anyway, now that I'm done screwing it up.
There you go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and
Brace it.
brace this. There we go.
There.
Let's see, how is it over here? A little high. Let's go back down.
But here's our form work, folks.
Yep. So this.
She does have one brace right there, so it doesn't move. We
Yeah,
gotta put
we'll get it
a brace on the other
on the
side.
other one. That's good. That's good. That's back to where it was. That's good. Now show them the way the block lays in the
There's
grill
our
section.
grill block, all the fire brick. Let's fix that one.
Yeah.
Make sure it's. But
And then
there's our.
show them where the
And then there's
smoky smoke will go.
There's our flue hole. We just took a piece of PVC 4-inch pipe and made a flue.
Yep. So I've still got some work to do on this up here. I'm not sure where. I'm probably going to just notch this, because this stuff cuts like butter. I mean, this stuff is real soft. It was real easy to cut this. So what I'm going to do is probably do a notch across the top of here once I get everything set, so that my grills will sit down on it. And I've got some steel framework that I want to do that will fit right inside, kind of right inside here on the face of this. So I'm going to make a angle iron frame, and that will hold the
It'll hold the grills in.
grill. And then when I go to use it as a smoker, I'm going to have to come up with some kind of plate to put on top of here, and some kind of plate to put on the front of it. That'll be easy to cover this up, and then have some kind of breather door,
Yeah.
that I can open it up and let it get air, so the air can flow in here, and then it will draw up into here and up in there. But so today, it's not a whole lot that to show you, other than
And
hey,
here's our other inspector.
Yep, other job inspector,
He has to make sure it's all good.
and he's loving it, actually. He's done a whole lot of napping in here in the last day.
Because it's nice and cool.
Yep. So we have the frame there. I'm gonna do a little bit of bracing it to keep it from moving, for like when I put my hand on it and stupid things like that. But that's it. The hard thing is just going to be mixing and pouring and mixing and pouring and mixing and pouring. So covering up these
Covering
holes.
up
Like,
the gaps.
if you look, this one, for whatever reason, I got it bumped out, and then I got a little gap here. So I'm just going to fill this gap with some tape, and kind of roll some tape on it. I'll show you that here in just a second. What do you think, Smokey?
He's thinking he likes it, as long as he's got his attention.
Wait till it's all done.
And yeah,
I bet you anything.
they're gonna be up in where the wood goes.
They'll go in where the wood is, and I bet you anything they'll also end up going
inside.
the
Yeah,
oven.
we will have to make sure that they're not in there.
I'm gonna build a nice door for that. What do you think, buddy?
So I liking it, Mama. I's a liking it.
So there you go. Let me get it taped up, and then I'll show you what that looks like. It's, you know, not very complicated, just enough to keep the concrete from going through, and it'll settle. I don't know, I'll use duct tape maybe. I got some masking tape that I don't know if that's going to stick very well. We'll play around and see. Somehow or another I'm going to fill this so the concrete does not go through it that way, and it maybe gives it a little round edge or something like that. We'll see how it goes. I'll be right back. So look in here, and all I'm doing is tucking a little piece of this masking tape up against here. We just planed these boards. These boards are nice and smooth and clean, no dust on them, so they should do a fine job of sticking to it. It doesn't stick to the, well, maybe it does. It is sticking to the brick, kind of to the brick, but that'll help keep it from going down. Probably ought to put a piece right there on that thing. Right there. Let's keep it from running down in there. This little gap right here, I'll probably grout it when we get to doing the brick up here. Little things like that, I can come back like on this face right here where we had the board, and it's kind of got air pockets and stuff. When I go to do the brick up here for the oven, I can get some of the mortar mix, and I can spray this down and kind of rub it in real good, and it'll make it look like this out here, clean and neat and well finished. So I can finish a lot of that. And I'll have to do that probably in here as well a bit, to maybe try and clean up that surface a bit. I mean, once those boards are taken off, you know. So don't lean on it. Well, this side's screwed, dude. I got 2 screws in here. So there you go. Now comes the hard task of mixing up a whole lot of bags of concrete.
Yippers.
And so I don't think I'm going to show you that as we go. We're just going to get it done, and once we get it done, I will show you what it looks like as I'm probably troweling it out to smooth it out. So wish us luck. Cross your fingers. I think it'll be all right.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Yep, here we go.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Oh, sit down in there. Show them what we got, honey.
So, if you can see it, it's kind of dark because of the canopy, but we got the slab. There we go. We got the slab done. And Aaron's just taking an edger and edging it up, and
yeah, that way we don't have a sharp corner on it.
But
trying to just roll over it. Come in close and show it to them. Or come over here in the sun and they'll be able to see it. Let it adjust to the light. You see them do this on the sidewalks. I probably don't have to do this, but I don't want a sharp edge on here. We're still not 100% sure if we're going to put tile on it or not, but what I want to do is work this to be the nicest, prettiest, smoothest slab that I could have in case we decide we don't want tile and we just want to leave it the way it is. So what I want is a decent edge on it, and this is an edger. You see this on sidewalks and, you know, all over the place, but all I'm trying to do with this is round over that edge there, and I don't want the line there. You see this line in sidewalk. I don't want that in there. I want, let's get you in there. I want it smooth, but once I get this little edge in here, like that, then I'm just gonna work it back out. And I'm gonna be tinkering with this and fussing with it for on and off throughout the rest of the afternoon, trying to make sure that it's smooth and I get all the little bumps worked out. This is gonna be a pestering job until late this evening when we finally decide it's good to go. One trick I did, that in there. Dang hens and roosters.
Yeah.
One trick I did when somebody taught me a long time ago, when you want to do really nice finished concrete, is when you got water sitting on it like that and you've worked it down, what you do is you get some Portland cement and then sprinkle the Portland cement all over. It's just the powder. Put the powder down on top of it, and then I'm using a little microfine grout. Let's see if I can get it off there. You can see there you can see the fine
Yeah, I can kind of.
teeth.
Yeah.
The fine teeth there, and all that does is help mix it into that. You know, if I do like that, you can see the little ridges. Get off of there.
Kinda.
And
Yeah.
what this is doing is it's going to make a very tight bond, stronger, tighter bond, a whole lot more Portland cement right on that microfine surface to help make it tougher and smoother. Said this comes from being on too many construction sites and hearing what one guy says and what another guy says and seeing what one guy does and what another guy does, and determining, you know, who knows what they're talking about by seeing the results. You know, like I said, my skill sets on the brick are not that great. Matter of fact, show them. Look down there. See the bow in that board. You know.
Barely see it.
No, I can see it. Yeah, it's big.
I'm saying barely in the camera because of the dark, but.
Well, go down and look over there and look straight down the line. Yeah.
Kinda.
Big bow. It's okay.
But the board is bowed.
Well, that's because we put it on their boat because those bricks were sticking out.
The bricks are sticking out. You did a great job for the first time.
All right, so it'll all be fine. I'm happy with it. I just need to work this down to the smoothness that I want, and somewhere before this sets up too hard, I gotta pull that.
We gotta pull the pipe out, yeah.
Because I don't want that pipe bonded in there.
No. Not exactly made for high heat. So. But there you go, folks.
Well, this part needs to be smoothed out. There we go. Starting to firm up. I'm waiting for it to kind of dry out a little bit. You see there's still water that wants to sit on it.
Yep.
But we got it edged up all the way around. I'm not going to edge this up because this is kind of bonding. It's going to hold these in enough to keep them in place.
Yeah. The only thing that'll be removable are these.
Well, we can remove these.
If we
but they will be bonded up here on the top.
Yeah, but right.
No.
He so wants to get up there.
This has been my spot for the last 3 or 4 days. Because I like to sit with the mamas and watch them working. Say hello, Mittens.
Mittens.
And Shadow. Good God, I get to talking and they all come out of the woodwork. So.
Literally.
I don't know what else to say. I think that's pretty much it. Get it edged up, let it sit for a bit, and then come back and smooth it, and let it sit for a bit, and come back out and smooth it.
Make sure everything's...
Try and get all this out.
Yep.
I want it smooth, 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 because if I choose to leave this, then
well, it looks good so far, dear.
yeah, I'm happy with it. So this is huge. This is very big in a lot of ways. It's this was now there's still going to be nervousness with it, with the oven itself, but to me that's actually, I think I feel better about doing that than I do all of this. All of this is challenging.
Yep.
Challenging. So anyway, this part will be probably a short one, just these two segments, but it gets you the point. And then I don't know when we'll upload this, whenever. But anyway, there you go. All I got to do is smooth it out, and we're pretty much done. And I'll pull these forms off of here. I'll probably give it about 2 or 3 hours, or maybe a little more, to let it really firm up, because I do want to come in where the forms were, and I want to smooth. I really want to smooth the face of it.
Yeah, take those boards off. Yep.
Yeah, take them off. So we're pretty good.
Yep.
All right, I thought I'd add this last little bit to this portion here. I've gone ahead and pulled the forms off. It's firmed up enough. It's been a couple hours, and then I worked it, smoothed down and rounded over the corners kind of nice. So yeah, I got to dig that tape out, but I tried to over here, and it started chipping out the concrete, so I'm just going to wait on it. If I have to, I'll cut it off later with a razor knife or burn it or something, but I'll get it out of there. Thought I'd let you see one more look at this, and I wanted to address something here. You see that? Whew, man, that's a nice breeze. Hope it didn't blow you guys away. Alright, so that's the flue, and conventional thinking would be that you might have wanted the opening further up here so that it would catch the hot rising air to go up there. And if I could have maybe had a different pipe or something, I might have done that. And maybe if I had a smaller diameter, I could have put an elbow in here so I could have come under. But the big issue is having enough concrete and insulated concrete over top of this pipe here, because what that does was raise that whole pipe up, and I wouldn't have had near the cover I wanted right there. Now, one thing I've learned from doing wood stoves, and especially the one I built, you guys have seen it, is if you can get the rest of the flue heated up, which will be going through the oven and then up the chimney, if you can get all that done, it will draw through there. And if the top's closed and the face is closed, and I put a little opening right here, a breather opening here, yes, the heat will come up and it'll swirl around, but it will get sucked. It'll get sucked down in there. And what will happen is the majority of the heat will stay on top, but a lot of the smoke gases will go through. It will draw through there. So, anyway, I figured I'd give you one last look at it. I went around, tried to clean up the edges. I should have done a little bit better at settling the concrete. I thought I did. Some areas I did real good, like right here. There's almost no pockets, air pockets or stuff. Here, I didn't do very good. But it's okay. You really won't notice it. And I've been troweling on it, so it's smoothing up pretty nicely. I think so anyway. Anyway, alright, that was the last look. Next time we will definitely talk about building the oven and how we will incorporate this into the wall. Because if I had raised this up, which I could have done, I would have had to build up concrete around it against essentially what I want to be the edge the edge of the firewall. So you see this line right here is about where that's at right there, which means I want to start my fire brick right here, and then I'll have my brick here, and I don't want to have an interfere with the actual outside of the oven in the bricking. And I wanted to make sure, you know, I didn't have, you know, there's a few others that I've seen where they ended up had to do some cover around it. I just didn't like that. I wanted a nice smooth side on top here with no distinguishable features that would even indicate that there was a hole there. So anyway, there you go. Take care.